Hey everyone, this is Steve, VSG Steve, with my week 15 update for those new to my channel. Thanks for joining us. And for those new, just giving you a bit of an update. I had my VSG surgery back in the 28th of June this year, 2016. So, and my weight at the start of the process was 155.5 kilos, or just going looking at my stats now, it was 343 pounds, and my current weight is 115.8 kilos, or 255.3 pounds. So that means I've lost 39.2 kilos, or 87.7 pounds, and I've lost 28.2 kilos in surgery, or 62.2 kilos since 62.2 pounds since surgery. And this week I had a 1.6 kilo loss, or a 3.5 pound loss, 3.5 pound loss. So yeah, still hitting some really good figures, and still really pleased. One of the things I think I mentioned last week was trying to use a lot of my home cooking kind of with a lot of my meals. So I kept that going this week and did a bit of a homemade hummus, which I've been eating. And also we went out on Saturday night to a local twilight market, which one of the stall holders was selling some dehydrated veggies. So I bought a packet of that, and we between Sim and myself, with my wife, we really like those. So I've actually been doing some dehydrated veggies this week, and trial and error, trying to work out what veggies are good, and just doing with a little bit of a spray oil and then some salt and pepper. And some of them have come out really well. Some of them have been a bit tough, but that's all right. We'll just a bit of a trial and error of those kind of things. So, and then also having my roast chip peas. So I think I've talked about in those previous videos, just some chip peas and roasting them in the oven with some herbs and spices on top, and yeah, they've been great. Couple other things that have happened this week was realised getting to that stage where a lot of my t-shirts are now getting too big, so I needed to go out and buy some shirts. So this was a t-shirt I bought this week, and one of the things a bit of a kind of achievement was, I think when you get big and when you start going to the shops, you just go, well, what can I wear? And do you start having to be very selective in what shops you go to, and if you're never going to get specials and things like that. So, but being able to go off the rack and buying t-shirts that have been discounted, or clothes that have been discounted, which is really great, and having that, being able to buy that. So this was a shirt that originally, it's for those non-Australians, it's an Australian Cricket 2020 top, and which originally would have been about $150, and I think I bought it for $50. So because I think they're changing the tops before the new summer starts, so which is pretty stoked about all that. The other thing was, and here's my tip for any other guys out there who have a suit and they're getting smaller and smaller after surgery, and they still need to wear my suit. So you go and get your suit. You go and get your the waistband brought in, or you go to a tailor's and get it fixed. Don't take both your pairs of pants. If you've got a suit with two pairs of pants, take one. So as my issue is, I took the suit in thinking I had an event a couple of weeks later that I knew I was going to have to wear the suit for. So I thought, I'll just get them both done. That took about a week or so to actually to do the amendments, and when I went to try them on, guess what? I'd paid for the amendments and they were already too big. So it wasn't too bad, it was only a little bit too big. So yes, I should have only got one set of pants amended, and then I actually should have waited for the other one, and then I could have, when I start getting to those, when I start getting a bit more plateaued, I could have actually I could have actually got the other one done then. But anyway, that's it. I'll have to do those amendments at a later date. So The other thing, the event that I was actually talking about, which I needed to suit, was we run a big Carers Week function at work. That's for all carers of people with disabilities and senior cits and older residents and things like that. And it's a once in a year kind of event which we run. We have run for about 100 or so people. And there's a lot of people, a lot of residents who in the municipality I work at, I don't see for 12 months, and I see them on this Carers Week function each year. And I turned up there, and there were so many people who hadn't seen me for 12 months, and they were going, "Wow, you've lost so much weight. You lost so much weight." So, and I think this week I wouldn't be many hours in the day that I haven't had someone come up to me and goes, "Gee, you've lost a lot of weight." So, and it's actually quite interesting because even earlier in the week I had to walk up to another department, and there was someone who I'd been dealing with in that department quite regularly lately with, and I had to speak to them. But there was a number of other people in that department who I don't see quite regularly. So I walked in there. Anyway, the person that I've been dealing with regularly, she's only been with the organisation for a couple of months, so she's never actually seen me when I was pre-surgery. So she's walked in there, and I've walked in there, and all these people go, wow, what's going on? Wow. And she's just going, what's you said, well, you didn't see it, but I've lost a lot of weight since. And she goes, oh, okay. So it was actually it was a funny kind of situation. Another thing that's happened this week was did my usual MetaFit class on Friday afternoon, which I'm starting to get more and more fit in that, so being able to get through the class better each week, and feeling some of the activities I'm starting to be able to do the full class, which is great, and not having to amend some of the exercises that we're doing. And the other thing is I went to the gym again this afternoon after work. And they've got a 6 weeks challenge coming up in the next 6 weeks, and I was thinking, so I've enrolled myself into that. Bit inspired from little Aussie Mel, who was talking about the boxing challenge that she did last year, and how she wasn't really sure if she should be focusing on the diet and the and all the exercise and things like that. And she was and I thought, look, and she ended up winning the challenge. So I thought, look, here's my chance. I'm going to give it a go and see how I go. So as a bit of my last burst. So the last burst before I start hitting goal. My goal that I've actually been set, and I've gone through this where my goal has changed a bit here and there, but I'm actually trying to aim for 100 kilos. So 100 kilos would be, I've lost 55 kilos all up, and I think it works out to being about 100 pounds. So that's pretty much my aim at the moment, if I can get down to that point. If I get down to that point, fantastic. If I don't get back to that point, look, I'm pretty stoked in where I'm going and what I've been doing. So, but I'm now really starting to really focus on that kind of fitness a lot more than actually what my weight loss is. So weight loss is great, but it's more the kind of the fitness kind of thing. So, which really that's where I'm looking and moving towards now. So anyway, that's about it for my week 15 update. I hope everyone else is going well, and I'm hoping to we all have a good week, and I'll check in next week. See you later, guys, and see you soon. Bye.